Hey everyone, it's Sunday, and you know what that means? It's Genshin Sunday. Sorry, it took a little time. It's just that I wanted to chill out for a bit because we recently had the daily savings time, and I wanted to relax a bit because when it comes to the daily savings time, it really messes me up a lot. Willow, Unhappy Cat, welcome on and welcome on into both of you. Hope your days have been going well, and welcome on in because today we're now I'm playing Genshin, but I'm going to try an attempt to take down Signora again. I'm going to try another attempt to do it. And since I've gotten my characters, they're a little bit stronger now. I'm going to see if maybe I can do it. I thought when I got like to rank 40, I could like lower it down like a lot and make it to where she'll be like real weak and easy to take down. But unfortunately, that did not happen. So I had to look into how to do it. It's like it being scanned by the gotcha. Hold on a sec. I hear something. Let me hear that real quick. Okay, I'm back. But sorry, you're getting jammed in the gotcha will. But yeah, we're gonna go in and I'm gonna try to attempt to take down Signora. If I don't defeat her, I will be working on character story quests since I did get to rank. Is it the ice demon? Is it the demons of Ice Hell? Well, where I am from, it does get cold there. It gets so cold that most beings you can't get in there. Not without experiencing really cold temperatures, but for ice demons like me, it doesn't bother us one bit. Like the coldest parts, and we'd be like, really? I barely feel anything. But but being like a real fiery area, we're like, nope, I ain't doing this. I'm out of here. I can handle normal regular temperatures, but when it gets like real hot, environmental heat wise, I'm like, nope, I'm going back inside. And I also see we have a follow. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Mari Flamora VT, thank you for following. I really do appreciate it. He goes to Antarctica and plays with the polar bears. Yeah, no, I do like polar bears. I think they're very pretty bears, but I'm telling you, I'm not going anywhere near a polar bear because they may look all cute and cuddly, but they are vicious. Okay, let's head on over and get started with Genshin. Oh, get the window up. There we go. Move it up. Okay. With the Traveler, I managed to get him up to level 70 because with the Traveler, he's the easiest one to level up because unlike the other characters, doesn't require bosses to fight all the time. However, it does make it difficult with the others because no, I mostly am solo on it. But let's see. Oh, I got something in the mail. Oh yeah, that is Twitch event rewards. By the way, for those who play Genshin, the drops are enabled, so you will be getting drops. Event trials. Oh yeah, those are the event trials they're talking about on the. I'm waiting for the one because I remember there's one where you get like the mushroom monsters. Speak from experience. Well, with polar bears, no, I know because I've seen documentaries of what they can do, and not to mention their claws are pretty dangerous too. Same with grizzly bears. They may look all cute and fluffy, but don't go near them because they will rip you to shreds. And you know what they're, and especially you don't want to end up like Leonardo DiCaprio and Revenant. Okay. And just check everything and check my bag real quick. See if I make sure thing. I'm loaded up on a lot of health food. As you can see, I got a lot of health food. I'm gonna be going to over to some places to get some more food real quick, and I also have some potions on me as well. And I got a little and let's see, a small bottle to steal some adept energy within immediately complete a oh, that's for furnishing. Let's see. Ah, here it is, right here. Warming bottle. Actually, the Bear Girl Willow. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Well, like, have your OC in a bear, dressed like a bear. That would be funny. Like, make it be like an all costume. And I have this to help me with the first phase, warming bottle. So with this, I can withstand the sheer cold ability from Signora. Unfortunately, I never found one that could deal with the burning effect she has. But that's why I got these potions. See, it increases all party member cryo resist by 25%, and this for Pyro, which she switches to in the second phase. So these are both. So these are going to be useful. It's Willow, but a bear girl. But let me go and get some more food. No, that's not who I wanted to talk to. I'm gonna be doing a Zhongli, basically buying everything. Need all the food I can get my hands on for this. Okay. I'll take your entire stock. I have been told to get a healer, but the thing is, the only healer I got is Barbara, and I never used Barbara. But if I had Cookie Shinobu, I definitely would be leveling her up to help out with the fight. I want to see you beat that witch, Ark. Yep, I'm gonna beat her. That's for sure. I'm gonna try work real hard to beat her. I know I can get to the second phase with no problem. It's the problem I have is the status effect she has because it drains health. Beat the meat offer. I mean, what? And one thing, things would be a lot easier with the fight if I had a combat companion to help out as well. But they unfortunately they don't have it in a game where you have a combat companion. Only pets that follow you around. The brag, but my Nero could probably kill her in a few swings. Okay, now. Oh, battle pass. Now, if I don't defeat her, I'll be doing character story quests, which I do have access to unlock since I can now. That's now rank 40. She deals 3,750 damage, one with one swing. Damn, that's pretty good. Also, is it normal? Also, is it normal that there's no sound? Oh wait, there's no sound. Oh, I must have forgot to. Oh, I do apologize for that. I thought I had them. I thought I had it on. Thank you for telling me, Willow. I turned it off to talk, but I forgot to put. I guess I forgot to put it back on. Now let me go over here so I can heal.
fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
Oh, thanks. Well, I forgot. I didn't know it was muted. But gosh, what would you do without me? I don't know. But already the stream's scuffed. But then again, it's not a true stream without scuff. But luckily, I don't have to deal with like any ads or anything for enemies. It's just her, so that's a good thing. And now that I'm loaded up with potions. Just her. Allergies. Okay. I just see you beating her and all going to party, and it's just the game sounds. Okay, deep breath.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding
Here we go.
themselves of clutter can one.
And the reason with this, I'm gonna be going with Animo this time is because with Animo on, the Traveler is almost maxed out, so that's why I'm using it. Hopefully this will work. And now into C2 or now C1. That's also good. Excuse me. Deep breath. Okay. Actually, before I actually do that, I'm going to actually go and find some enemies to get their ultimates up, because then that way I am super prepared. It'd be better if I have their supers up, because then that way I can do more damage.
Let me scribe.
When the Doom music kicks in.
To the very
You better win, Arg, otherwise I'm resigning. Not getting flown all the way over there. I'm just kidding. Or not. Okay, now I'm ready. Ultimates are up. Got stocked with food, potions.
What's going on?
Okay, now here we go.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujusara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution to realize eternity. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for in their tiny little lives? Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong. That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. That's all. You stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time you stopped digging? I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and in strength.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too, I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure this is what you want?
Traveler!
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you. till death do us part.
Here we
A
go.
lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish. Detestable.
Don't waste my time.
Tactless.
Oh wait, I forgot. Almost forgot.
Rodent. It's not tactless rodent.
Fate is upon you.
Into the frozen void.
Leave my space.
Disappear! Windblade!
Into the frozen void. You've got some nerve laying your hands on me. Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler. You have reason to be afraid. The pale flame smolders.
Excuse me.
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated.
Don't waste my time.
Not even ashes will remain. Come, put up a fight.
Blood repays blood.
In
reckoning! Shadows of fate! Ha! Dance, my pretties! Embrace your searing reckoning! All must burn! Give up! I'll remember that.
Damn, I can't do it yet.
Not every wound will heal.
Let me scry.
Embrace your searing reckoning. Immolation, a cherished agony. Do you feel it?
Curses delve into destiny.
Yeah, it messed away until after I beat her, beat Nora. Tell me what you want to tell me.
Not every wound will heal.
Retribution!
It's not. Submit. Not every wound will heal. Don't waste my time. Dance, my pretties. It's nothing.
Shadows of fate.
Not every wound will heal.
Fate is upon you.
waste my time. I'll remember that. Yes.
Not even ashes will remain.
We are all but gone.
Let's see.
Windblade!
Don't waste my time. You wait. The victor hath been decided.
Delve into destiny.
Not every wound will heal.
Decided by destiny. Shadows of fate.
Dance, my pretties. Who dares call me a witch?
Windblade!
No.
Delve into destiny.
Not every wound will heal.
Odious fate.
Let's see here. I'm trying to, it's just that she's real tough. It's hard to do it when it's everything's burning.
My reckoning. Let's go.
Let's go! Let's go! Chat, yeah! She's down.
So strong, but how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma. Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
Bye, bitch. Now that was satisfying.
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
I'm not gonna lie, that was tough. But I did it! I beat her!
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness.
Signora is slain.
One strike from the Shogun and now Signora's gone. She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Signora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. So, to recap, Yaemiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe.
Ugh.
Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent.
I'm telling you, that fight right there was not easy at all. I was worried I was gonna lose.
Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
The guards aren't nervous, they're down on the ground. What the?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So we meet again.
Oh, please tell me I don't have to fight her after I just did all that.
Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt decree.
You know everything that's going on outside?
Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago.
But the Vision Hunt decree is damaging. It comes at a great cost to the people of Inazuma.
Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not?
Tepe.
Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf.
This is your plane of euthymia. It is created by your consciousness, right?
That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you?
I'm not here to debate your ideas. I'm here to demolish them.
So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me. Your arrival has brought a deafening static.
All right.
With the wind!
Oh, okay. I think I see what this is. This is probably one where I have to just avoid, survive.
Burn!
This ends now. Inferior. Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Your life is mine. Strike dead. I will mold you into the foundations of eternity. Shadows of leave my space. Evasion is futile.
My vision is clouded.
Inferior.
Yep. So I hope if I lose, I don't have to be fight Signora again, because that was I already had enough time fighting her.
Inferior.
Windblade!
This ends now.
It could be one that you're meant to lose.
Inferior. Strike dead. You are an enemy that requires special attention. Instabilities will be removed.
Damn, I can't use my abilities right now.
Strike dead. Inferior.
Blood repays blood. Rude.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close? Hmm?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Submit.
Fate is upon you!
Time for retribution!
Without yearning, all returns to silence.
Give up.
Your verdict is decided.
Blood repays blood.
All will be severed.
We are all but one.
Oh!
Don't waste time.
Don't worry about dying, I guess. So you go full out.
You wait.
Burn!
All will be severed.
Blood repays blood. Submit.
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
Don't waste my time.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Your life is mine.
Written in the stars.
Disappear!
All will be severed. All desire can be broken.
Verdict is...
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Submit. You wait.
Decided
will
by
be severed.
destiny. Delved into destiny.
Your life is mine.
With the wind!
This one, a fleeting shadow. Your verdict is decided.
Time for retribution!
Submit! It's nothing. Your verdict is decided.
Burn!
All will be severed. All desire can be broken. Written in the stars. Shadows of fate. Thunder.
Verdict is...
Your lightning does not bend to the will of mortals. Give up.
Leave my space! Fate is upon you. Delve in.
Disappear! Windblade!
This one, a fleeting shadow. Don't waste my time.
Burn!
Written in the stars.
Your life is mine.
Let's go.
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out.
Damn it, I missed the Signora battle. Yup, you missed the Signora battle, and you missed most of the fight against Shogun. But not to worry, the VOD will be up so you can watch it. But the True Fire Dragon, it was real tough to take down Signora. I was almost worried I was gonna lose because I was down to because a lot of them have been weak and I was using D-Luke. And I was actually a little worried at first when I was gonna fight against the True Shogun because I had taken so much damage when fighting Signora, but at least it let me heal when the people move forward with all their might. Because it surpassed God's expectation, even a god, even take over the work of a god. I'm gonna go with this.
Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue?
Yes.
There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity, you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of Euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt decree abolished?
It was all thanks to Miko. Yep, damn. And to tell you the truth, that was worth the wait. I'm glad I waited to beat Saint Nora, because then that way we wouldn't have been able to see that epic cutscene. And now that that's done, working on continuing the story a lot more. I can now work on continuing the story. Oh, and so we can evade our wishes of the people.
Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So maybe the reason Yaimiko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us. Let's go find her.
Yep, you can tell me about the character that you wanted to mention. But whew, that was a tough fight.
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here.
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed.
So, which made me think of was Tallulah, the Tyrant of Reunion. That sounds interesting. Is it a character you can get in the game, or is NPC? Fun fact, if you go visit Kazuha's friend's sword, you can see the vision just left there. And what, he just left the vision, the masterless vision there? You know what it'll be interesting game mechanic is that they have it to where if we go and get that vision, we gain the ability, or just go over to it, we gain the ability to have two elements at the same time. And we can switch from you know, kind of like how it is in Scarlet Nexus. When you get to a certain point, you can switch between the two elements and everything in the two teams. You can switch between them. That is what they could do in the game. Make it to where we can switch between it on the fly. I don't know what came over me.
Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece.
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
What? Oh, she's the leader of an enemy faction in Art Knights. She's a Draco, a dragon, and her powers of flames are powered by her rage and anger. She can melt cities, heat the air around her to literally cook you alive. Damn, that's a really strong. And certainly it would be a useful character, even though it's from an enemy faction. It would be, if we may get like a copy of her, like just like doesn't have any interactions with it, but just like where you can add her to the party. That certainly would be fun to do. But what does it mean by Miko? She handed over the Gnosis.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the balladeer exactly?
You can go see the vision after the story. It's really small, but it's a nice detail. Yeah, that is a nice detail to add. And so that's how Miko saved us, by giving up the Gnosis from that other Fatui Harbinger. Yeah, and by the way, Werner, when it comes to small details, that's what really makes like an environments and everything, especially, and also in models, what really makes the difference. I sent to you her entrance in the anime over to you in the Discord. You'll be able to see her, how truly powerful she is. Oh, can you see real quick here? Because, though I won't be able to show it on stream because they have because Twitch has a thing for when it comes anime and being and TV shows being shown on stream. So let's just take a quick look at this. Damn. I'm looking at the fact. Yeah, from what I saw, I can definitely tell she is powerful, and definitely would want something like that to have as an ally rather than an enemy. But there's no chance of that ever happening, probably. Want me to check the location so you can go see it? Yeah, Fire Dragon, that would actually be helpful because I have no idea where the location was. I saw where the sword was in the Gnosis well, not the Gnosis, but the Masterless Vision being left, but it didn't really give me a location during the cutscene. The Gnosis is long gone then.
The balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Let me enter the game and I'll tell you. Okay, I'll let you join up so you can show me where the Gnosis show me where it is once I get through the story. But why is the Gnosis? But why was the Gnosis in your hands? Yeah, that's okay. That right there makes a good question. Why did Miko have the Gnosis when it's Shogun who's the leader, and she's the one that should have the Gnosis.
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis.
True, no wonder we haven't seen the Balladeer since. That does make sense why we haven't seen the Balladeer in trying to come after us ever since that fight.
Well, what's done is done, and Paimon heartily thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about?
And then you have Frost Nova, the leader of the Yeti Squadron. She can literally freeze the air and freeze any surface around her. She can freeze the blood inside your body in a slow, painful way. Ugh, that does sound dangerous. And to be honest, lore-wise, I am pretty strong too. If I wanted to, I could summon a snowstorm, and it could cover an entire city. But I choose not to because because not only does it take a concentration to keep up, but it also is like basically would be a drainage, because especially if you're doing it over a very large area like a city, it can drain a lot out of me. Lore-wise, it would drain a lot. Okay, let's see about the Shogun puppet.
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Still, there is one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet.
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
No, the prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness, until the Fatui took an interest in him.
Ugh, not the Fatui.
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications.
Wait, her skin temperature is said to be negative 1500 degrees Celsius. Damn, that is cold. That is really cold. But back on this, when it says unsealing his power and everything, I remember seeing a bit of a fellow or she was showing the live stream where they were talking about the Sumeru area and one of the bosses. Actually, it's a new boss they've added. I'm wondering if that boss that they were talking about, I'm wondering if that is the prototype that was created and that the Fatui took control of. I wonder what it would be. I'll show you guys because I'm pretty sure it's still an event. It's an event section. I'll show you guys after this cutscene. surely don't mean.
Mm-hmm. The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. And the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
Wait, so the Balladeer is the prototype?
Story.
I wasn't
It is,
expecting
isn't
that.
it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny?
So the Balladeer is the prototype Shogun puppet. Damn, that didn't see that coming. About the former riding Shogun.
I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of Inazuma are aware of this.
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were two twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
So that must have been what we saw in the cutscene. And died in a war. But they must have been identical twins, so they probably like switched places and nobody would even notice.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
Okay, let's see which... Okay, this one.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process.
You have Patriot, the last of the Wendigos, her East Frostnova's father, and one of the strongest beings in Terra. He's about 10 feet tall. Damn, he's taller than I am, and I'm 6'2". He's definitely would tower over me, that's for sure. Having met her, I don't believe she was the one.
That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Don't worry, we aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish you the best of luck. May you soon discover the truth behind it all. As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it, and I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you.
Okay, so what's the next stop on my journey?
After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard? Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best.
I have no more questions.
Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the Omamori I gave you?
Of course, I'll keep it in a safe
Keep it
place.
safe? Is that all you intend to do with it? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yai Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition?
To be Arena, my sister, I guess.
I
Yeah, we
see.
still have to go on look for her.
That is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
Omnipotence over mortals. Quest completed. Oh, right. We completed new depth in the depths of the unexpected reunion. Okay, let's see here. Claim, claim, claim. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, this right here. I thought in the at first before instead with the Balladeer, I thought that this was like the prototype of Raiden Shogun created. I thought this might have been the prototype that the Fatui took and modified, but apparently I was wrong. Finally, I found it. Nice, and you can go. And Fire Dragon, you can come and join me now since I completed the quest. But let me check on quest. Let's see here. Act 4 and Chapter 2, Act 4 in the Depths of Reunion. Catherine seems to have a new commission for you. Go check it out. And to do this quest, I actually figured out what I have to do is that I have to do story quests. I have to do story quests here. I have to do ones that are in here. I have to do them in order to pertaining like to the Raiden Shogun and everything. I have to do those in order to in order to unlock the that quest. So let me see. Which ones were they? And one start. Okay. Taurus, Pyrrhus, Ambrosia. Where did the Spirit Stone descend? Okay. Unfortunately, I haven't finished my online blocker quest yet, so I can't join. Aw, man. That really sucks. It's just that stupid timing on that. Let me... do you like have like a map? The sword is on the north side from the Sakura tree. Okay. Okay, so I have to do, in order to unlock that one, I have to do Raiden's quest here, and what was the other one? You have to do okay, I have to do and also do chapter 2. Come on, stop disappearing on me. Word to the spirits. So see, okay, so that's what I have to do. I have to do, from what I can tell, in order to unlock that one, I have to do quests from I have to do Ito and Shogun's quest to unlock the interlude. Okay, it's the north from the Sakura tree. So when you mean by North Fire Dragon, do you mean like where where Miko is right here? Would I have to go like straight from here to there, or is it behind or is it more where it's behind where I am? Like, is it like right down below behind where I am? Okay, behind the tree. Okay, north from the soccer tree, so which means I have to, it's probably it's a little bit to the left, okay? That's the way, okay. Oh, I have to go up. Broken blade mound? The thunder incinerates the body and bone in Crown Slayer is an assassin using more guerrilla warfare tactics. She entrusts the lives of her squad mates to you before leaving to go into exile. Oh, so another supposedly exile, but probably not. It's very interesting, Willow. Yeah, I see a little vision right there. See, I really like how that's done, because one of the things I learned about 3D modeling when it comes to environments is the little details that really make a scene pop out. Like, even when you're doing like big things, tiny little things can improve on the visual of it. Which is one reason why I'm gonna, which is why I'm the robot that I'm working on. Actually, there is a white cat there that was a pet of Kazuha's friend. I don't see a kitty. But when it comes to the robot model I'm working on, one reason is I'm gonna have the robot, because what I want to do is I do want to get it to where, if I can get it to work in VC phase, is I plan on having, I was gonna have it originally having where I'm gonna have regular eyelids and it blinked, but when I was trying it really wasn't working out so well. So instead, robot, if I can get him working, is gonna have shutter eyelids. So whenever it blinks, it does a camera, like, it does a camera shutter effect. That's what my plan is.
We should look for a new investor. Mora does.
Wow, it's taking us back over here. I thought it would be where we, like, talked to the Catherine that's in Inazuma, but I wasn't expecting us to take us all the way back over to Leeway. You just passed next to the cat. Oh, I did? Oh. Well, definitely getting those glaze lilies. Or you might as well go ahead and into the checkpoint. Festo is a little sarcastic brat. He uses his soldiers like pawns in a chess game and thinks of war like a game. Okay, that sounds like a character I'm not going to be very fond of.
Ah, Traveler. Right on cue.
Hey, Catherine! Got any new commissions for us today? Also, how come you look so happy to see us? What have you done?
I went to the shrine to draw a fortune slip earlier. The shrine maiden told me that it is the season for an unexpected reunion.
Catherine? Drawing fortune slips at the shrine? Is it just Paimon, or is that the most unusual thing ever? Wait, no, that's not the unusual part. We're in Liyue. You went to Inazuma and back in a single day?
Even I have a private life, you know.
Okay, so when you say unexpected reunion, you mean running into us, right?
Who can say? But the anticipation of knowing that an unexpected reunion is due is making me happy to see everyone I cross paths with today.
Fair enough. Even though we see each other pretty much every day, whatever makes you happy.
An unexpected reunion.
Wait, are you saying? Oh, Paimon gets it. Well, let's just hope the Shrine Maiden was right. Fingers crossed we find her.
I'm sorry. Did I say something I shouldn't have? You both seem a little down.
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, back to business. Do you have a new commission you want to give to us?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. This one is from a miner. It seems to be related to investigating the chasm.
Really? Does this mean the chasm's not sealed off anymore?
I will leave the requester to fill you in on all the relevant details. His name is Yue Hui, and he should be at the chasm right now.
All right then. Thanks, Catherine. We'll head there right away.
Very well. Ad Astra Abyssosk. This time you are truly bound for the abyss. Good luck to you both.
Requiem of Echoing Depths. Okay, let's see here. The chasm. Ah, and the good thing is I already got a point up, so we don't have to run all the way there. Gotta love fast travel points. Oh, this quest, you will like it.
Yue Hui, right? We
Is
by the Adventurers Guild.
Ah, great. Good to meet you. Yes,
Yes,
I was the one who posted that commission. Wait a second. You look kind of familiar. Are you a famous adventurer or something?
Karina is lore. Nice. Can't wait to find out about that. Can't wait to find out lore about her.
Oh, all right then. I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Yue Hui, a miner, and I received a mining permit for the chasm just recently. I have a handful of other guys in my crew.
Seriously? They actually give permits out for the chasm?
Yes, the folks over at Yujing Terrace finally came to their senses and are now allowing a limited amount of ore mining near the surface. We were among the first to gain approval, but some things have happened recently that put all the miners on edge.
Really? What happened? We haven't heard anything.
So, it's hard to say exactly how big of an issue it is. Could be something, could be nothing. The main thing is that it's just very strange. While one of the miners was on a break, he suddenly noticed a few hilly trolls walking his way. They seemed like they were in a daze or something. They walked right by him without giving him a single glance. They just made a beeline for the depths of the chasm. After that, the miner started observing his surroundings more closely and noticed the same thing happening time and time again.
That is odd.
Are the hilly trolls just curious? Maybe they just want to take a peek inside.
Not likely. The strange part is that in all the time this miner's been watching the hilly trolls, he's never seen any of them come back out. It seems to be a one-way trip. Once the hilly trolls go in, they never emerge again. And it seems to be happening more and more frequently as of late. What are these hilly trolls up to? What happens to them after they go inside? Is there a disaster brewing? These are the kinds of thoughts going through the guys' heads now. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
Paimon's not surprised. Paimon feels spooked just hearing about it.
Is an old city to make it simple. Abyss lore. So I think I see what most likely we're probably gonna learn more about that city that this list was talking about, and that happened. That disappeared all. Yeah, that disappeared all that time ago, and the citizens becoming monsters. I don't dare imagine what's going inside the chasm. Strange, definitely the right word.
Exactly. The deepest fear is the fear of the unknown, you know? So we have to get to the bottom of it before everyone can put their minds at rest.
Do we really want to take this commission? Thanks, Mr. Miner, sir. We need to consider it first.
We'll take it.
Hey, you can at least pretend to consider Paimon's opinion first.
I'm inclined to think the Abyss Order is involved. With strange things like this happen.
Oh, so that's where you're coming from. Well, okay then. Maybe we will find some clues about your twin. You'll really regret it if you don't go, huh?
So, what's your verdict? Will you take the commission? No pressure, but I gotta say, I'm not loving the prospect of my mining permit going to waste.
Yep, we'll take it. We're kinda curious ourselves now, too.
Great. You're doing me an enormous service here. Now, let me give you the rough location that the hilly trolls keep heading to.
Okay, enter the chasm underground mines. Man, I hate it when they don't have any audio. Papers. Now the epic time has passed. It's Yeet time. Oh no. Ow. Ah. Oh, you've been saving those, haven't you? You've been saving those points. I know it. You've been saving them.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Just wait. Next month, I will start saving them for 6 months. Oh no! It's going to be the biggest year of my life. Oh, I should probably clear this out. Ah! Ah! What was that? I was just trying to clear the queue out, and I get hit with a whole bunch of objects. Oh, thank you for the hydrated stretch, Willow. Destiny wanted more heat. Complete 7. What does it want me to complete? Okay, so it wants me to complete this or complete that. But let me see. Quest. Oh wait, I know I have that the story quest. I know I can unlock. Your adventure come to an end. For now, you and Paimon decide to God a visit
In a
it.
trade war, the perfect hunter leaves no trace.
Okay, let's because it wants me to do a quest with. See what this one will have, since I know this one will have audio on it. But to me, when it comes to quests, I like it better when they have audio on them, because that way you can hear what's going on.
If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now. I hope you can understand.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a solution.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
What a coincidence.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippe.
Sounds like you're having some trouble.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun and carrying out any duties she assigned. But recently, she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell us what to do. We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder.
I hear that storm represents the Shogun's will. Ippe, Mamma Mia, I have no idea what that means.
Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed in shape or size. But now, it seems to be drawing closer to Inazuma.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us?
That would be a little childish.
Oh yeah, you're right. If she really wanted to get revenge on us, she could just strike us with lightning right here. Which would also be pretty scary.
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the Almighty Shogun's will to falter before.
Considering Liyue's god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the Almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us concerned that things are only going to get worse.
There must be a reason for the change in the storm.
So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryo Commission. We need to make sure we're prepared to deal with the chaos if and when it arrives.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryo Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment. The Kujo clan has lost control over the other clans.
Huh? Why is that?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma. Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the Almighty Shogun hands down her decree.
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But there's still work that has to be done.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through. But now?
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time, and I failed to stop my father. And now, as acting head of the clan, I'm failing to quell the unrest.
Don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns. The Kujo clan can't cope with any more instability in its current state.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Mustn't cause any more issues for him. Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He's the only one capable of taking charge of the situation now.
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem. A speedy resolution to the Tenryo Commission's internal issues is in our best interest as well.
I'll come with you, Master.
No need. I'll handle this by myself.
Oh, okay. Take care then. Come back soon.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryo Commission have been caused by the Shogun's decision to take some time off, right? If things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
And he dies for it. Maybe we can invite her out for a while.
Huh? You can actually do that?
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try. Whether she takes us up on the offer or not will depend on what mood she's in.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I leave it up to you then? You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition, but if people got to see her in person, it would put their fears to rest.
A date with Shogun? Well, it looks like we're gonna be going on an outing with her, because it seems that rest it could be from out on stream It never. But it could be because of what we and because defeating her ideology that might be what's causing her unrest.
Thank you very much. I owe you one, again.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating, right? Let's take a trip to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Oh, we're gonna go see Miko again. And actually, by the way, when it comes to the banners, I'm actually saving up my wishes so I can try to get Miko.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me?
Actually, I wanted to ask you about something.
How cold. I saved your skin, didn't I? Surely you could at least humor me by engaging in some small talk first? Then again, I suppose your frankness is part of your charm. So tell me, what is the matter?
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
The Tenryou Commission also needs attention.
Alright. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
Her temperament has changed?
Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike. The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
It's not beyond the realm of possibility.
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you. A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
You're saying she's fine, right?
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention, so there is no reason to disturb her. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat.
Maybe she's gone stir-crazy.
I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see?
Do it for the people of Inazuma, or do it for A? I guess do it for A?
I like that answer. Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will let you in.
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your word. Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished with it.
The Almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Oh, we've got a pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Not even esteemed travelers like yourselves.
We have it right here in front of you.
Fuji is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the almighty Shogun places in her, and her alone. Wait, this is authentic.
Yeah, because it's the real deal. Feel free to check it. Feel free to check with Miko.
Understood. Then, as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
They cleaned up nice after what went down not too long ago.
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude.
Forbidden? Why?
That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
Do puppets only need rest and relaxation? Has she ever been like this before?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of Euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this.
Why not put their minds at rest?
I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
What do you mean by that?
It has been forbidden. Please refrain from making me talk any further.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Have you malfunctioned?
Ah, it's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
And we're back in here.
That was terrifying! Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting.
That's what she meant by forbidden.
As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, and thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No, she was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity.
You are so strict with yourself.
That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled!
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it.
Okay, let's see. So everyone was worked up over nothing. Seems a little I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Obituary. Oh, arbitrary. That's how it's pronounced. Seems a little arbitrary.
Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine, just as long as you can fix it is all.
Any progress on your thoughts about eternity?
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
How about we go for a walk?
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
You mean, leave the plane of Euthymia?
Haven't left in a long time. I'll bet. It might do everyone good.
Yes, you're right. After all, the Shogun is currently unable to take care of business on my behalf. All right then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Someone to show
She
you
has
around
been in there a long time.
today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go.
She has been in that existence for a long time. And I can't wait till when we get to go to Sumeru, which we will be able to do once I do the quests that I have to do in order to unlock it. And one of them is doing this quest. Well, actually, it's the second one. But we can now take our time with working on that.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it.
Well, things change over time.
The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Is a bit of an overreaction. Doesn't the Shogun normally patrol these parts?
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while? and make a more low-profile return later?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Oh great, she's letting Zhongli.
There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either?
Zhongli doesn't carry any on him either.
People seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a short shelf life.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to go do something real quick.
To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination, even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
They're a bit scared of her.
Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door to door delivering them.
No, Almighty Shogun. That's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on Dango milk.
So, so you like sweet things. Something tells me that her and Zhongli, they would get along real well.
Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko agrees with me on this. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yai Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
Nope, just here to look around.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the Almighty Shogun's taste.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no
One
fun in
fine
reading the
wine.
same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
The Almighty Shogun wants to have a look. Don't be nervous. I'm gonna go with this one.
Well... Okay then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers. There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Let's go then.
Just as long as there's not one based on her where it's a be all real mean.
How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations? Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger. It's so long. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsettias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device.
Yeah, I can, like, cause some of the titles I've seen of anime and manga, they are pretty long. It's whatever the author wants it to be.
So it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilly churl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
That's my field. I'm the writer in chat. You definitely are, Willow. Okay, let's see. Fates that have no place in eternity. Too modern, I guess.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right then. I believe myself to be relatively well read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
All right, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy. This could be a
Like my story.
job.
Like my story right now is named The Wolf and the Machine. Teach me, since I want to learn the art of writing. Oh, great! In lore-wise, I end up being a sensei to Willow, and then Fire Dragon ends up being a sensei. Fire Dragon ends up being. It's a being a pupil of Willow. Okay, let's see. Pick up suitable light novels, okay. Reborn as writing with unlimited power. In this book, Beneath the Thunder, Sakura wakes up, discover.
With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting A look around. Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble.
But it doesn't paint the Shogun in a bad light.
Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would feel really uncomfortable.
It heavily depends on imagination. Anything else I should know? Okay, let's see.
The suspense is killing Paimon! Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood.
Hope she finds happiness. Hope the writer gives her a happy ending.
Right! Yeah, it's just a novel. But please let the author have a heart, please! The plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
See. Yes, and finishing a whole story is long and takes time. Yeah, definitely with a story, it takes time to get everything. It takes time to write a story. I mean, just think how long it takes for the writers in Genshin. Think how long they take to write and to come up with the lines and the plot behind each of the missions. That takes time, and it's the reason why the game hasn't gone to like where we gone to all of them. Yeah, it's because of how long it takes. Well, that wasn't what I was trying to do.
What a strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that badly? Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
But definitely what you said, Willow, on determination, it does. Especially also that also implies with 3D modeling, because I can tell you right now, when it comes to like doing like character models, it takes more than a day to actually finish the model. Like even when I was doing work on doing work on making this model, and before like the original version, that took me a long time to do because I had to painstakingly go and with Blender is I had to use planes to make each piece, and then I had to export them all out and do a lot of processing on it. Even this model, a lot of the stuff on this one didn't take as long because a lot of the stuff was already done beforehand. So I just made some updates, but still it takes a long time. Like, and also with the robot model I've been working on that. I started on that. When did I start on that? Yeah, I think I started somewhere in October is when I started, and I still have a long way to go, and here we are in November, and I'm not finished at all. I'm nowhere near finished with the model. I still have some things on that model I have to do, and then even after I finish the modeling process, then the next step is to rig everything up. And once everything's rigged up, I have to export all the pieces out, and after they've been UV mapped, and after making and also making a high poly version, I then have to take that high poly version and bake texture maps with it for the low poly version, and then do the texturing. But even after I do all the texturing and everything, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to export it all like to Unity and do some more tweaking in there with it, since it's gonna be like used in VC Face and Unity. That's what Unity uses. In VC Face, that which I'm using for my model right now, it uses Unity. And also, like if I wanted to put it like say VR chat, I would have to do some tweaking on it in there. But sorry. Okay. Yeah, things take time because with this model, I want to make sure it's done right, and that's why it's taking me so long to do it. But once I'm done, I will figure out when to start using the model. Yeah, but if this model works out, it will be the first time I've ever fully modeled out everything, rigged the model up, and textured it. So I really hope this model, when I get everything works out for this model, because so far everything seems to be looking good for it. The only thing I'm probably gonna have trouble with are pieces that like flags, and everything. I'll have to work on seeing what to do for those to make it to where it stays together. Let's see here. There.
You do have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right? That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
Okay, we got the books. Wait, where'd A go? Oh, there she is.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories. Why are there 7 people all striving to have a relationship with a single male protagonist? Is this some sort of narrative device, too?
Not really. It's a pretty normal story. Where the guy can only choose one girl in the end.
I see. Yes, this is an important relationship, so he must choose wisely, but the decision-making process is a source of agony and conflict. So, could the author not simply add a narrative device whereby the main character could accept the feelings of all 7 admirers at once? Yes, that would solve it.
That would be the most boring love story
ever! Narrative devices are truly mysterious things.
So what do you think of Yai Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the
Yep,
plane
it
of
looks like she is.
there was no Yai publishing house, and certainly no stories of this kind. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time.
Well, that's how it is, and like a lot of stories that have happened over the years, they start out as one way, and as years pass, they get passed down from what's being told. And next thing you know, you have a bunch of different versions of stories. Also, based on real life countries. There's France, Germany is Germany, Russia, Great Britain is Great, Qatar is Japan. That nice wordplay on the names. Well, that certainly is good wordplay on them. Is human nature to seek change?
I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change, but I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
We're just here to have some. We're just out here to have some fun.
This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Well, why don't we take a photo?
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense to me.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
She really has been in her plane, her own personal plane of existence for a long time. Doesn't know what a photo is.
So, what are we supposed to be doing?
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose. Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Okay, so what exactly is striking a pose?
The photo is a visual representation.
Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you, right? The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems. How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all.
I'm gonna try graceful and dignified.
Okay, I'll try that.
See the.
All right. Well, I'll leave the decision. This doesn't feel very me. Is this okay? All right. Well, I'll leave the decision to you. Casual. How about this? This feels quite natural.
Let me see.
Well, okay. I'll try that.
I think I'm gonna go for the relaxed one
I'll
since
leave the
she seems to be
decision
more comfortable with that one.
Casual. How about this? This feels quite natural. Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment from.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's take the photo.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Wow. This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me. But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk.
It's just a record.
I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. But it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me, then who am I?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler.
Yeah, it's a little with the way she is said it, but she a little bit like you and the Shogun. She looks like an old lady trying to understand technology. Well, she has been in her own plane of existence for such a long time, so she doesn't know much about the ages of modern technology. That's what happens if you into someone when they've lived life for so long, and they see new things and new technology. They're like, wow, and everything. But then sometimes with new things, people have an adverse reaction to them, and they'll be like, no, you can't do that kind of thing. But in her case, Shogun doesn't really understand what a photo is right now, because she's never seen it before, because she's been in her own plane of existence for centuries, not seeing what's going on in the outside world, only what's been relayed like through laws and everything, not really going outside. But we're lucky because we got the internet, and we can, anything that's new and we discover, we can just look it up. It's a little bit like you and the Shogun.
Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that.
Your existence isn't singular. She makes me think of Mikasa in Azure Lane. She's a pre-dreadnought and is 104 years old and doesn't understand what airplanes are. Yeah, it's kind of the same situation. Is as if, like, say, if you, the same way, like if you suddenly like got trapped and fell into like a deep sleep and didn't know what's been going on, you would be like, well, what does this thing do and everything, because you didn't know what it does because you weren't around when it was invented or when it came out. And if I remember, in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the time place it takes place in, it takes something years after the original event, and it takes place after the events that Link lived in, and he had to be sealed away to heal. So when he woke up, everything around you is practically where it's not very lively. It's all dead and everything. I think it was for like 100 years or so. I think. So your existence is in singular.
My existence. I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me, but I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging?
Inazuma will always be Inazuma.
Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma.
In a way, Inazuma is still the same place. It's just that the time has changed and people have evolved over the centuries from what it was when she last saw it.
Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent God were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened. Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy down there? Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep, let's find out what's going on.
Probably everyone that was in the Tenryou Commission when she was around before she went into her plane of existence, they're no doubt already gone and resting in peace. So understandable she wouldn't know who Ippei is.
Hey, Ippei, what's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? The Almighty Shogun. You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not here at the moment. But if it pleases you, I will gladly deliver a message on your behalf.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Just like Obi-Wan is dead and the other is alive. I'm telling you, the other dude go into trouble and is gonna die. Are you looking for your master?
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found somewhere he likes and lost track of time. But for some reason, today, I'm particularly nervous.
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Forgive us, Almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus You have yet to issue a verdict on the Commission's future. So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view of having them take over.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? Why are you looking for them here?
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest, but I didn't feel it was my place to question the higher-ups. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind of base there.
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years?
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still, there's no way it should have gone on this long. I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet, then...
Maybe something has happened.
Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into Takatsukasa clan territory like that.
We can go check things out for you.
No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, they'll only blame me for interrupting the negotiations.
Ow! Thank you for the heat, Willow.
But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. It'd be terrible if anything ever happened to him. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiations. Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision. This issue started with me, and I shall be the one to finish it.
I'm telling you, he's dead. Well, we don't know until we get there. It could be that they're just holding him captive. That's a commitment right there.
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope everything goes smoothly.
If he's not dead, I'll eat. And 3.6K. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy, that's gonna be a good eat. You know, I'm wondering if maybe if there's a way I probably should add the thing from Family Guy where the characters, when they go, oh no, and then the Kool-Aid guy shows up and goes, oh yeah. Looks like this is the spot. Hidden mountain base. It shouldn't be too much trouble, I think. But definitely, I need to work on getting my characters leveled up.
Look at how well hidden this place is.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains.
Maybe to escape, maybe to evade detection.
I feel something that doesn't belong here. I sense danger.
Huh?
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well be in trouble.
All right, we get to control Raiden Shogun for this. Nice.
Let's get down to business.
There is no escape.
Finally,
This is why I wanted Raiden Shogun on my team, because she's pretty powerful.
This is a Tenryou Commission base.
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way. There is no escape! Shine down!
The fairy? It's my lucky day.
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
To the fairy. Finally, It's my lucky day.
Shadows of fate!
How's this? To the fairy.
Yeah, definitely if I had running Shogun on my team, it would have done a lot better. It gone a lot better. It's just, certainly when it came to attacks. I probably would have already beaten Signora a long time ago.
My blade.
Insolent!
There's more.
Fate is upon you.
To the fairy. Finally, lucky day.
Now you shall perish!
How's this? To the fairy. To the fairy. Lucky day.
Submit.
Finally,
Illusion shattered!
to the fairy.
Torn to oblivion!
The fairy.
Decided by destiny.
Finally, the fairy.
Well, I wasn't trying to do that.
There is no escape!
Cheap tricks.
Shadows of fate delved into destiny.
This will do. Fall before me. I'm ready.
Shadows of fate. My vision is clouded.
Temple. One strike will suffice.
Illusion shattered! Absurd!
Cheap tricks.
There is no escape!
This will end you. Fall before me. Cheap tricks. You win this battle.
Delved into destiny.
Taste my blade.
Let me scry.
upon you. Delve into destiny. Shadows of fate.
Shine down!
This.
Going up.
It's Kujo Kamaji. But who's he with?
See, he's still alive, and I think I recognize that guy.
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun, what are you?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Ow.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryo Commission recently. Really, nothing worth
Ow.
the Almighty Shogun worrying about.
And these minor issues warrant the
Son of a-
location and the hiring of Ronin and
Okay, that
Kaiwami
hurt.
to keep power?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security
You done?
considerations, that's all.
Silence.
Thank you for the.
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Ow!
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and fought back against the crisis. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced? You're going back on everything you said.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to replace the Kujo clan. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here. You've completely changed your tune.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to become the new Tenryo commissioner. Do I understand this correctly?
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryo Commission to offer our lives in service of the almighty Shogun.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryo commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
The first Tenryo commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel.
Let's go, duel.
Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and declining physical condition? Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade.
Well...
Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me, Takatsukasa or not, will be appointed the new Tenryo commissioner.
They're all too scared to
Does
do
not
it.
a single person dare to face me?
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the Kujo name.
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryou Commission. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. I knew that what I was doing was wrong, but that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation perfectly well, but I took no action, and I didn't save a single person. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it, because in order to fail, you have to have at least tried.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if you had tried.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. And I even need Ippei to set me straight at times. It's the way it's always been. But if nothing else, then right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan, like my father before me. His duties are now mine to perform. Just as the Shogun said, a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword. Then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way that it began. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless, but I accept. Come forward. The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn, Almighty Shogun.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him. You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the Almighty Shogun's will.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Understood. Thank you, Almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
Nice. Challenge completed. And we got rewards too. And we got to see another epic cutscene.
Whew. When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun. So strict.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji without a second thought.
He was lucky.
I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes. The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name, but he has shown me how some things remain the same even as the world around them changes. I also have you to thank. The things we experienced out on the streets and the photo you took of me, they helped me come to this realization too.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryu Commission?
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased. Still, I will give them a little more time. After all, they are not the only ones who have made mistakes. The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apologies. I have much to contemplate in the days to come, but at least I can now see the way ahead.
Will you roll Inazuma directly?
I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes with time. As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that I myself would change over time. But I've made up my mind. So I will do what needs to be done, no matter how difficult it is. This has certainly been a memorable series of events.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryu Commission, and the people in the city got to see a happy and healthy Shogun. All the awful rumors will disappear in no time. If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
Next time we'll bring you some souvenirs. Bring you some fun. Yeah, some souvenirs.
No need. There's no place for such things in my life. Also, please stop making it sound as if I somehow need the company. Okay, I'm ready to head back now. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the meantime.
Okay, see you next time! Considering a lot of what happened was pretty unexpected, things seem to have worked out surprisingly well in the end. The only thing left to do is return the pass permit to Yaimiko.
Okay, let's return the pass to Miko. I really hope when Miko comes up for the banner, I really hope I can get her this time.
Miko, we're back! We had a great trip!
Did you now? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about it. How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. Marvelous. What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself.
You and the Shogun enjoy teasing each other.
It's fine. She wouldn't mind. Really, she wouldn't. So, from what you were saying, it seems that she has finally begun to comprehend what form eternity should take? That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you'd make such great progress when I lent you the pass permit.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way anymore.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful than themselves.
The human heart?
Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to see A's less formal side. Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does, in fact, get quite lonely.
What? But she said she doesn't need company.
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that the idea of a god having company seems indulgent to her. But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps you are just the company she needs.
Reflections of Mortality. Quest completed. Okay. And I think this will be a good place for us to stop for the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us back over to chat and we'll look somebody for us to raid. And do stick around because you will be getting a extra channel points from the raid. So let me take us on over and let's see who is on. Great, I can go sleep. Hey, Wounds, welcome in. You came in just as I'm ending, unfortunately, but not to worry. Whatever you missed from the stream, the VOD is gonna be there. Yes, I am ending because I am limited by my data limit, and I can only go for 3 hours. I only went for a little bit more because this is gonna be it's the last day of the week, and plus my data reset is gonna be is coming this week, so not to worry, this won't last time because I will be because when it does happen I can stream and I'll be able to squeeze in an extra stream if I want to during any time of the week during the time period, because I tested it out and it seems to work out well to where I can do at least one extra stream on one of the weeks during when I get my reset. So don't worry, I am going to be back on right now. My plan is to be back on Friday. I'll catch you next time then. Okay, Wounds, but I do appreciate you stopping by and coming to the stream, and I hope your day's been going well. We're going to be raiding someone real soon, so let me see who it is we should raid. Of course, I hope you had fun. Oh, I had fun because I finally defeated a boss I've been trying to defeat in Genshin for a long time, Signora. I finally beat her, and it was well worth it because the cutscenes, they were just really good, and they were worth the wait. What I was doing, it was a quest where I had to talk to Ryan Shogun because it's part a... It is... Ryan Shogun is at it and talk to her because it's one of the quests, because one of the quests is I have to do some story quests in order to unlock it. I'm starting to like Genshin because of you, Ark. Though Ark Knights is still #1. Yeah, if you... I definitely would. If anybody wants to try Genshin, I suggest trying it. It's a lot of fun. Though I will tell you right now that the gacha, it can be unforgiving, because I can tell you my luck with the gacha has not been that very good. I've only gotten a few characters that I wanted. Like one of them's Ningguang, because she's one you've seen her is Earth Element. She's one of my mains, and another one I've gotten that I was after is Candace. I was after her in the banner, and I managed to get her. The one I do want to get is Electro type, Kuki Shinobu. I've been trying to get her, but in both banners she's been available. Success has not been very good. So I will tell you guys that when it comes to the banners, you will have some trouble. Might have some trouble getting characters you want. You might have to work hard to get them. Let's see. Okay, let's me. We got a lot of choices here. I could, let's see. Happy VR chat. He's doing Sea of Thieves. Oh, Sugoi is doing Raft. So let's see. You know, I don't think I've rated. Ow! Thank you for the Fire Dragon. I mean, Nikki is currently playing.
Triceratops versus Pachycephalosaurus.
Currently playing Sea of Thieves. So, I don't think have I rated Nikki. I think I have. Having a little trouble trying to decide of who to raid. So if you guys also have any suggestions, I am open to them as well. If you guys have any suggestions. You know what? I think let me see. Is Epic still on? Because I think I saw him in here. Yeah, let me see what Epic shows. He's playing Genshin. Yeah, why don't we raid Epic since he's also playing Genshin? We'll raid him. Well, oh well, you still here? If you can you give everybody the raid messages while I get the raid set up? And why is that in caps? It's funny how the gacha didn't have Cookie, but gave me her 3 times in a row. Yep. That's it. Well, that's the one for subs, and raid 2 is for non-subs. So if you also do that, raid 2 is raid and a 2 together, no spaces. You just put it the same. It's the same as raid, but it has a 2 on it. Then there are no spaces on it. That's correct. I'll give you guys a chance to copy those while I get the raid set up. Okay. Yep, you got it. You did it right. Okay, I'm gonna see here. This. Okay. I am now gonna start the raid. Wait. Forgotten Epic raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time. Aw, man. I guess we can't raid him. Because during his settings he has it to where no one can raid epics at the moment. So I guess we'll raid Nikki instead. Nikki is a Fox VTuber who loves rocks, so we'll raid Nikki instead. and Nikki is currently playing Sea of Thieves. Okay. There we go. The raid's gone through. I'd like to thank everybody who came to the stream today. I hope you all enjoyed the stream and seeing me get to finally beat Signora. And if you missed the fight, it is on the VOD. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And I will be back on Friday with Cyberpunk 2077. We're going to continue more in that. We're going to work on some gigs in there and also maybe continue doing some more side story points in the game. So look forward to that on Friday. In the meantime, during the week, I'm going to continue working on the robot model, and I'll make sure to keep you guys updated in the Discord on the model, which, by the way, let me see if I can do this real quick. Because I think I made a command. Oh, it's not. I don't. Maybe I don't have it activated. I thought I made a social one, but I'll have to recheck and see if I did or not. But anyways, the raid's about to start, so I'm gonna say good night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever's your time zones. Everybody, have good night, and I will see everybody later.
Man.